Hello family, welcome to the channel. The name is Wachi and I'm back with another video on the Mo channel. There was a time in my life when I wanted to buy a new phone. You see, that time I worked very hard and everything, my inspiration, my being, everything was pointing to that phone. That wow, I have to get this phone. You see, during that time I would watch videos about it and to the point of even dreaming about it. Now, I worked for several months because the phone was quite expensive. Some of these purchases, I have to work a little bit before I can do that. So, the whole experience was very thrilling. The fateful day came when I went to the store and bought this brand new phone. All hell broke loose. In fact, it was one of the happiest days in my life. I would call all my friends and be like, wow, I have launched a new phone. What do you think about it? And all that I wanted was appreciation. I wanted people to applaud me, approval. Now, I brought the phone home, and as usual, I started looking at the features that all these ads and videos showed me that the phone had. And for some time, I was impressed. I would spend sleepless nights looking through the features and being amazed about how technologically advanced this phone was. Well, I thought I was going to hold on to that experience for quite some time, but in a matter of just 1 week, 2 weeks, the feeling started getting boring. You see, I would hold the phone and explore the features, but the experience wouldn't hit the same. I would just wait and thinking, okay, maybe there's something not okay. I have to keep exploring. Maybe there's other features that are going to make me happy. But it never hits the same. And that is how the happiness and the amazement from getting a new phone faded. Another time came in my life when I wanted to purchase a new clothes. I wanted to buy a new suit. So I worked hard. For this one, I didn't spend so much time, but I just bought it in about a week or two. Now, immediately I bought it, I started looking at the combination. How am I going to look? How are people going to see me in this suit? You see, just the mere fact of people looking at me and admiring the suit was something that really got me very happy. Yes, and most of you don't know, but a lot of things we do are just to impress people. You know that. So the day came, I wore the suit, stood in the mirror, and I was like, boy, you look good, you look nice. Everyone is going to be happy to meet you. In fact, even if you smile at them, they should be giving you money because you are going to make their day. That is how I felt. So I went to church. I got a little bit of looks here and there. A couple of people walked to me during the day and were like, you look good. You look good. Your suit really looks good on you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what made me happy. But when I came home again, it was like, okay, I have worn the suit. People have applauded me and all that, but I don't feel satisfied again. It's like I want to move to the next thing. You listening to me, what I experienced with the phone and the suit is something that we call psychological homeostasis. This is a situation where you always return to a baseline level of happiness. No matter how excited you are about an event, an accomplishment, or a purchase, you just can't help it but you get back to a baseline level of happiness. And this is something that a lot of you are going to experience throughout your lifetime. And this is the reason why we keep chasing, we keep trying to get more. And you are not to be blamed for this because this is an instinctual trait. It is something that we inherited from our ancestors. Our ancestors would go out to hunt, and in case they got complacent and were like, they've gotten something today, so they're not going out tomorrow to hunt, that means that the tribe was going to starve. And that is the reason why humans have this instinct of always chasing, because you always have to go out there and hunt for the best item outside. You see, this is the reason why we are not so happy with our lives, because in spite of it being an instinct, we haven't learned to curb this instinct. We haven't learned to actually live a certain way that is going to make this instinct fade away. That is why I always talk about contentment. Because you see, for those of you who don't know, the billionaire next door, who you think has gotten so much money and shouldn't be working a day in his life, is not really feeling that way. He's comparing himself to someone else who is in his lane, who is accomplishing so much than him. And he thinks he has to do better. In spite of you thinking that he has reached, it's called relativity. A billionaire can compare himself to a person who has made 500 billion and feel that his $1 billion or his billion is not enough. You can live in a mansion today, others are praising you, but you compare your mansion to another person's mansion and you be like, no, this is not enough, I have to keep moving. You see, this is a pattern of life and it is something that everyone is going through. I have had my fair share of this experience. That is why I want you to know that you are not alone. And that is a cycle that you need to break right now. Because if you don't take care, you are never going to fulfill your life. You are never going to be fulfilled. Sometimes you have to ask yourself the question, is it the pursuit that brings happiness or the accomplishment itself? Because if the accomplishment doesn't bring any sense of sustained happiness or fulfillment, does that make it a scam? If an accomplishment is never going to make you fulfill and you are going to keep pushing, then what is the point? Because at the end of the day, the accomplishment isn't delivering what it is supposed to deliver. The happiness that you feel that you are going to get at the end of the day appears to be a mirage. It's like you keep looking at stuff thinking that at the end of the day I'm going to get a break from this, but you're never going to feel that way. You see, a lot of you have even been in such situations where you wanted to get a promotion at your workplace and you worked very hard and finally you got that promotion, and right now you don't even think of it. You're like, whoa, this is nothing, I just have to keep pushing, and you're looking for the next promotion. What makes you think that the next promotion is going to make you happier, or the next promotion is going to give you the final break? That barely happens. You see, it's going to keep going on continuously, and you are finally going to be on a treadmill called hedonic treadmill, where you keep chasing, you keep looking for more, searching for more, stashing money, buying stuff and all that, thinking finally you are going to be fulfilled. You see, I've lived that way before, where I thought happiness actually lies in your accomplishment and fulfillment. But it actually doesn't work that way. I've lived to tell the tales, yes, and I know that happiness is actually something that is brought up from a different place. It comes from your inside. Happiness shouldn't be attached to your accomplishments or something external to you. Trust me, a lot of people are rich and have a lot of money, but they don't feel fulfilled. Some of them go to bed lonely. They feel that they could afford the life that people who are not necessarily rich have. They want to have their loved ones around them. They wish they had the freedom that people who are not necessarily rich or so much accomplished have, but they don't have. Now, people have gotten so much money and have become famous that they wish they had never been famous, because they can't afford going outside and just being living their normal lives. So you've got to be careful what you wish for. Success, as defined by society, isn't what you think. There's more to it. And it's high time we actually define success and what success really means. Is success having your loved ones fail whilst you are the only one who succeeds? Name your price. Are you going to do anything at all? Are you going to sell your soul so that you live in the mansion? Whilst you have no peace, you have no joy, you have no freedom, are you going to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mo channel, a channel that seeks to inspire, motivate, and edify people from all walks of life. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button to get updates on future uploads. The name is Boache, and thanks for watching. Till we meet again, stay safe. Peace.